Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the best day of the week. Hey, we're doing something a little bit different today. I decided to do a throwback Wednesday. The reason for that is because one of our Zion members, friend, Carl Madsen, died last week. His funeral is going to be, well, today as you watch this. Carl was a faithful follower of the daily devotions and on numerous occasions called in to talk with me, especially about the Proverb devotions on Wednesday. This might actually be a story I've shared before, but hey, maybe you've forgotten it. I haven't, so I wanted to share it. So I wanted to back up. This is actually the devotion. This is my first Proverb devotion of the year. So this is from early last January. Some of it you're familiar with if you watch on Wednesdays. Stuff like is on the screen now, that we use these words from God to reflect on the past, see how he orders life, and to provide direction, wisdom for the future. I mentioned things like reading things slowly, thinking about them, praying about them for the course of a day or the course of a week. Some other advice, as you see here, is that devotions like these are not just a piece of information to learn something, or real devotions aren't just a single holy moment that you walk away from, but rather it's something to ponder, something to think back on, and thinking back to grow in God's wisdom and have direction for the future. And as often is the case, it's a reminder that God's wisdom isn't like the wisdom of the world. So here's the first proverb I shared with you from one of my Wednesday wisdom devotions. It's a couplet of verses, and as you notice, they say the opposite thing. Do you remember this one? Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest you be like him yourself. Paired with, answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own eyes. When we talked about this devotion the first time, we talked about how wisdom is sometimes situational. It's learning the right word for the right moment, because as you can see, these two verses say the opposite thing. So wisdom is learning which one is for today, which one is for this moment. Anyhow, if you knew Carl, Carl was an NFL official. And as soon as this devotion posted on that first Wednesday morning, I walked into my office to blinking light voicemail, and Carl was letting me know about how he had seen that as well. I called him, we talked about it, and he said, I saw that throughout my life as an official. Some coaches, when they started to yell, they were teachable. You could walk over and explain. Some coaches shouted and shouted, no matter how much you talked. They couldn't learn. And I thought, isn't that interesting? He was doing exactly what Proverbs are meant to provide us to do. We hear these words, we think back on the experiences that we've had and see how God's design works in the world. And seeing that and knowing those words are from God, we have more wisdom, maybe a better walk of faith as we walk into the future. So, Throwback Wednesday. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're sticking with these. Hope as you listen that it gives you something to ponder, something to savor, something to chew on over the course of the day. Let's close as always with prayer. Lord, help me to be wise, not according to the world's standards, but according to yours. Help me to choose daily the way of wisdom and the way of Jesus. Amen. Wisdom is sometimes situational. Wisdom is sometimes relational. God provides it to us, and we walk in it. See you next time.